Hi everyone. So let us discuss this very important theorem, that is a Leibniz theorem of alternating series. So what is meaning of alternating series? So here the terms have alternate plus and minus signs. So that's why we call them as alternating series. So in this theorem Leibniz says if all an's are positive, see getting the terms having alternating minus plus signs, but basically all terms are positive, n should be a decreasing sequence and it should converge to 0, then we can say the series is convergent. Okay, I will show you one interesting example so you can easily understand. So let us see this example. Okay, what I have taken summation minus 1 raised to n plus 1 1 upon n square. See, because of this minus 1 raised to n plus 1, it will have alternating minus plus signs. 1 upon n square, that means basically all terms are positive, these are decreasing, and all of them are moving towards 0. So this is one of the best example of alternating series. Okay, so such series we have, so which satisfies these three conditions, and we have to prove that this series is convergent series. Okay, so first of all I will write a given series which I have already written here. Okay, so we have this series summation minus 1 raised to n plus 1 n. So all these have alternating minus plus signs with the conditions. I need to write the conditions. So here I have written only first condition. Let me write this remaining two conditions also. I wrote the second condition in which we have mentioned this is a decreasing sequence. And what is the third condition? So n tends to 0. That means I can write limit n tends to infinity, n is equal to 0. The same thing I have written in some different way. So let me write what we have to prove now. Now to prove that this alternating series is a convergent. Okay, so I mentioned it is convergent. See, when we discuss the convergence of series, we take help of sequence of partial sum. So here also I will consider a sequence of partial sum. So let I am considering Sn be a sequence of partial sum of this alternating series. Okay, so what is sequence of partial sum? That means we add terms. Sn means we add n terms. So can you tell me s2 is equal to what? S2 that means first two terms we add. But see, if you observe this series, we add two terms, but actually the second term has a minus sign. So that's why s2 is nothing but a1 minus a2. Tell me which one is greater. A1 is greater since it is a decreasing sequence. So I will mention A1 is greater than or equal to A2. So that's why this is greater than or equal to 0. Since in first standard or second standard we have studied, if you subtract smaller number from larger number, then you will have a some positive number. So therefore our S2 is, so the most important thing which we have got, S2 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so now S4 means what? S4 means we add first four terms, right? So that means S A1 minus A2, which is nothing but S2. We have written A1 minus A2, this is nothing but S2, plus I can write A3 minus A4, right? But see, here also the reason is A3 is greater than or equal to A4. So that's why this is a positive number. So when you add positive number in S2, you are getting S4. So obviously S4 is greater than or equal to S2. Understood? Now, tell me, if you apply the same logic for S6, what will I have? S6 means what? S6 means sum of first 6 terms, right? So see, if you consider first 4 terms, that is S4 plus A5 minus A6. But see, the reason is A5 is greater than or equal to A6. So that's why this is a positive number. So if you add any positive in S4, then you getting S6. So obviously S6 is greater than or equal to S4. This thing we got. Okay. So you are getting what I'm trying to do. S2 is positive, but S4 is greater than S2. But S6 is greater than or equal to S4. So tell me in general what can we write? See, in general, we can write 0 less than or equal to S2 less than or equal to S4 less than or equal to S6 less than or equal to and so less than or equal to S2n. I have taken 2n since all terms are even we have taken. So this is less than or equal to and so on. So that means this is an increasing sequence. Therefore, S2n is a increasing sequence. I will call it as start, a very important thing we have mentioned here. Okay. So let us go for next step. So consider now I am considering S2n. Getting S2n means what? Sum of first 2n terms. So it will be a1 minus a2 plus a3 minus a4 plus a5 and so on, minus a2n minus 2 plus a2n minus 1 minus a2n. See a1, see if I take minus sign common, what will I have? a2 minus a3. Okay, from these two terms if I take minus sign common, so we will have a4 minus a5 and so on. If I take minus sign common here, a2n minus 2 minus a2n minus 1 minus a2n. So what I am trying to say, see each bracket is positive since it is a decreasing sequence, and we are subtracting positive terms from a. Okay, so same thing I will write, so each bracket gives positive values, right? And we are subtracting positive numbers from a1. So that means after subtracting all these numbers from a1, we get s2n. So obviously a1 is greater than or equal to s2n. Getting? This is true for all n. This is equation double star. So in equation star we have mentioned s2n is increasing, and in double star we mention s2n is bounded above. So therefore I will mention from star and double star, from star and double star, see we can write S2n is monotonically increasing sequence which is bounded above. So the one result already we have seen in case of sequence. So if any sequence is monotonically increasing, I think I had shown you also. So if you have a line, if you have a sequence which is monotonically increasing, it is increasing means moving in right hand side direction, but it is bounded. That means above this point it cannot go. Then obviously it will converge somewhere, right? So same thing is here. S2n is monotonically increasing but bounded above. Therefore S2n is convergent sequence. See if it is convergent then it converges to somewhere. So we'll call. So we are saying S2n is convergent and converges to S. So we have given name S to it. So this is S. I will call it as equation number 1. Okay. So S2n, that means we had considered all even terms. So let us consider all odd terms. So now consider S2n plus 1. 2n plus 1, that means 2n plus 1. Getting? That means first 2n terms plus we are adding next term, that means a 2n plus 1. You are getting my point? S2n plus 1 means all first 2n plus 1 terms will be already there. Okay, I will show you here. So S2n is this one, na? So all terms are already present here, just we are adding one more term. So that's why we could write S2n plus 1 means S2n plus this additional term. So now what will I do? I will apply limit on both sides. So therefore limit n tends to infinity S2n plus 1. Here also I am applying limit, and to the last number also I will apply limit. Okay, but what is its value? Equation 1 says its value is S. And what about this? Yeah, can you tell me what about this? See, already on the last page I will show you we have written limit n tends to infinity n is equal to 0. This is a given part. So that's why n or 2n doesn't matter. So this will also, its value is 0. So s plus 0, that means you are getting s, right? So therefore I will rewrite this thing. Okay, that means what we get actually, this is, if you can call it as equation number 2, from 1 and 2, S2n converges to S and S2n plus 1 converges to S. S2n converges to S and S2n plus 1 converges to S. That means we are saying all even terms converges to S, and here we are saying all odd terms converges to S. That means all are converges to S. You are getting? So I will show you on this page. See, S1, S3, S5, all these are converges to S, all odd terms. S2, S4, S6, that means all even terms converges to S, that means all terms converges to S. Getting? So therefore what can we say? Sn converges to S. You are getting? So that means sequence of partial sum converges to S, therefore given series also converges to S. So the most, okay, on next page I will write, see, sequence of partial sum Sn is convergent, therefore the given series, what was the given series? This was the given series, is also convergent series. In this way we have completed the proof. Thank you.